Welcome to this special Lorecast for Whispers in the Well. I am very excited to tell you all these fun things that are going to be happening over the next hour. I am Greg Tito. I am the Communications Director for Ravensburger for the Disney Lorcana TCG. And I have one very special guest coming on that I'd love to welcome into this cavern, the Inkwell Cavern. Oh, no! I'm being attacked. Challenged. I'm being challenged.
You'll get there. We'll get you there.
One day. Yeah, no, we got this. It's Ryan Miller, everybody. He's here. I'm very excited for you to be here.
Thanks for having me. I love coming to chat with the community. This is hands down the best community I've ever been a part of, and so it's always fun to talk to y'all. And I always say this: making games is like getting a gift for somebody, and you can't wait for them to open it. And so these kind of moments where we get to talk about it and kind of open the gift a little bit and kind of show you like kind of what we've got in store for you is just so exciting. I can't wait.
It is so exciting. Also, something that's really exciting is that we are going to be talking through all about Whispers in the Well. We're going to talk about some upcoming sets. But before we do that, I want to get a little bit into you because you have a new title.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
I am now the director.
It's now being displayed underneath you.
Right down there. Yes, I am the director of product and play. So we've kind of taken the product team and the play team. The play team is just any kind of like organized play or fan events and things like that. Kind of, I work with the team that works with all those teams, basically.
That's awesome.
And the idea is to get product and play to be more integrated, so that we have like everything we do product-wise. There's maybe some kind of cool thing that we can attach to it from a play standpoint, and just getting those groups like more integrated together.
It's really exciting that you have this new role.
It's been a lot of fun, and it's a great team. I get to work with a bunch of rock stars. I mean, the whole Lorcana team, but really the folks that we've stitched together, the two teams.
Yeah, right. I like it because this is a thing that you've been doing all summer long, where you've been stitching those things together with product and play for these amazing. Collection Quests.
Collection Quests, yeah. So we have been testing Collection Quests, which, for those of you who may not have heard of it, is essentially a type of event where you don't play the game. You don't need to know how to play the game. You get basically a little list of cards, and you get like maybe a pack or two, and you open your packs, and you try to find your cards, and then the cards you don't find out of your pack, you go with other collectors and try to trade with them and complete your quest, and then you get generally like a prize card or something like that. And so it's a way to kind of give collectors, folks who just really enjoy just the collecting aspect, a fun gamified kind of event. And it's also really fun because you get to like talk to people or meet people that you may not have otherwise. And so we've been testing it in a lot of different places. Like we were on the cruises, which is really fun. We were on the Disney Treasure, and then we had a single cruise on the DVC member cruise this year.
Yeah, and then you got to Disney California Adventure Park. That amazing event that you got to check out.
So cool. I got to say, like, I having grown up, like, I don't know, 3 hours north of that park, and gone there since I was a kid, just having something I worked on, and not just like, it's at the park. It's like they did a whole production. There's an Illumineer character, and he comes out and does a whole thing, or she sometimes, there's different cast members doing it. And I just get goosebumps even now, just thinking about it, because I was just beyond humbled and beyond proud of what the team has done. And just so, years ago, it was like a dream of ours to have something in the parks. And there it was. It was
in reality,
so cool,
so magical.
Cool. So hopefully some of y'all got to experience it too. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We also did a Gen Con, which was really cool too.
Doing a Gen Con was amazing as well. Yeah, having all those people who had not had the experience of playing Disney Lorcana before, but then being able to have that communal social experience, getting to meet new people. It was super, super fun.
It's exciting.
And we want to continue doing more of that stuff out there. And so now with this new role, you'll be able to,
we're excited to
get that out there.
Yeah, we're excited to explore new ways to kind of like fit Collection Quest into kind of the portfolio of play experiences we already have.
I dig it.
It's just a lot of fun.
Well, I'm so glad you are here in the Inkwell Caverns able to experience what's happening here.
The drips from this.
Because it's wet, right? Yeah.
Stalactites.
On the ceiling.
Yes. Tight to the ceiling. That's how you remember. And then stalagmites beyond the ground.
I remember this now. This is like from old school science.
Ryan, the science guy.
Grade 4, learning it all. It's all coming back. Who knew that it was going to be useful information?
Here it is.
Decades later.
Here it is.
Yeah,
these are the caverns, everyone. Just so you know, we're talking about this space. We're inside the cavern.
It's mysterious.
Imagine if you will.
We're down in this area and exploring it for the first time, just like the Illumineers and Glimmers will for Whispers in the Well, which is coming very soon. The release date for that is November 7th. pre-release, as well as November 14th for everywhere else. We'll get more information about that over the course of this hour. Tons of cards to talk about, as well as upcoming sets. We're going to talk about Winterspell, which we've already told you all about a little bit, and we are going to get a little bit more information about that, and then even up more sets to come.
We'll get
exactly.
a little
I like
bit.
that you're laughing at me.
I love it. You're just so genuine. I love it. It's like you got this energy. It's so fun. You're like, we told you all about it a little bit.
A little bit, and now we're going to tell you a little bit more.
It's just
and,
awesome. You lean into it, and I dig that, man. It's so funny. No, I'm not laughing at it. I like it, man.
So we're going to get through all of that over the course of this next hour and bring on lots of fun folks to talk all about it. But I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
You'll be coming back on a little bit more.
I'll
talk
be
about
back.
some fun stuff.
All right. See you later.
Excellent. All right. Thanks, Ryan. I am so excited to welcome Naomi Kim. Naomi, what's happening?
How you doing?
Good, good. Welcome to the Inkwell Caverns.
Oh,
We are
thank you.
here.
That's very nice in here.
It is.
Yeah.
You think? It's
Yeah, I
nice?
think so.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
What,
yeah.
what about all those whispers that are happening?
All the whispers are here.
Yeah.
Yes, we're excited to talk about those whispers.
Whispers.
I'll whisper a little bit.
Whispers in the well.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I'm so
It's so much
excited.
fun, yeah.
So we talked a little bit about this at Gen Con, you and I, but what is going on with Whispers in the Well? What's the main focus for it?
Yeah, so as you kind of already alluded to, the Inkwell Cavern. So in this set, as Illumineers and Glimmers are delving into the depths of the Inkwell Caverns, this is a special place underground where all the pools of different inks that actually go into the Great Illuminary, this is where all those pools of ink are. So the amber ink, the amethyst ink, emerald, all of those pools of inks are here. And as we're here, Illumineers are discovering that there are partially formed ethereal glimmers. We've hinted to it. Why are they here? Who are they? Why? What's happening? And in this set, we discover, or we're detecting, that these glimmers are...
I like that. Yeah,
we're
you're
detecting.
Like, ooh, you're detecting it.
We're detectiving.
Detectivating.
We're detectivating there. I just love it. Gets more and more. We are discovering that these partially formed glimmers are called whispers, and they come from torn lorebook pages. And so the whole
that's
point...
where they come from.
That's where they're coming
Torn
from.
lorebook pages.
Torn lorebook pages.
That's
So
why-
if you look in our key art, all those torn lorebook pages that you've been seeing in our key art pages are actually where these partially formed glimmers are coming from. So we usually cast them out of lore books, but because the pages have become torn, they are partially formed glimmers. So that's what our whispers are.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
All right,
yeah.
so that's what the whole set is
That's what
themed,
whispers,
right?
and we need to
Whispers in the
help
Well.
them become fully formed again. So that's where we're going to help them boost themselves. And Lucas will be here in a little bit to talk about that, the boost
Yes.
mechanic. But we're going to help the whispers become boosted to become fully formed glimmers.
Oh, I'm liking all this. I'm putting
Yes,
together
yeah.
all. I'm detectivating it all
Detectivating,
as it
I
all
love
comes
this.
across. Oh, I love that. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So with all that in mind, and all of the inkwells that are bubbling up, and the torn lore book pages,
Yeah.
I think the best way to kind of get this across now is to start showing some of those cards.
Yeah, let's show some of those,
Some of those
whisper
whispers
cards.
out
Yes.
there. All right, so we are going to start with these whispers are going to float in, by the way. So
I love
you might
this.
have just seen
Very
it, but it's gonna-
thematic. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Oh, sound effects too.
I
That's
got
very
it.
good.
Yeah, I can make it all any sound with my voice.
Yes. Oh, look at this Gaston, frightful bully. So cute. He's amazing.
He is
so
frightful.
you see the glow that's coming from him. You see that he does kind of fade off into this beautiful wisps behind him. No relation to the word whisper, but it's wisping
WISP, not WHISPER.
and that's a really great tell for a lot of the whispers, which you'll see in some of the more card reveals that we are showing in a little bit. But all the whispers do look like that because, again, they're partially formed glimmers. So you do see that a lot of them do trail off, and the trails actually follow the ink shape language. So for those of you who might be following our creative team and all the amazing details that they have shared, for the past few years already. I can't believe, again, we're in our second year officially, guys.
Second year.
Yeah, and you'll see the amazing new frame, the Whisper frame that Shane Smith, our card art director, and his team have designed specifically for Whisper cards. So you'll see there's a Whisper classification, and for the cards that are Whispers, you'll see this special frame, and like we just talked about, they come from torn lorebook pages, so that's why you do see the torn lorebook page. So literally,
that's the
it's
framing. Yeah,
it's
that
the
makes
narrative in your hands, and that's exactly what our creative team, our narrative team, and our game design team all come together to make beautiful cards like this.
Amazing.
Yeah, and he is a 2-cost uninkable with 3 strength and 3 willpower, and he quests for 1 lore.
He's got that boost mechanic on there.
He's got the boost on there. We're going
Right.
to help him boost himself to be a fully formed glimmer.
Yeah, so I'm just going to read this once. There are boost mechanics on here. We'll go into more detail in it, but this is a boost 2. So once during your turn, you may pay 2 ink to put the top card of your deck face down under this character. And all the characters that have boost interact with that mechanic in a different way. And we'll get into more details on that soon. But I love this Frightful Bully.
Yeah, the art came out absolutely amazing.
Sweet. All right. More!
More! We have Simba, the king in the making. And you'll see here, again, tying back to that narrative through the art, Simba is coming from that torn lore book page behind him.
Oh, there it is, right
Yeah,
there.
there
You're
it
just talking
is,
about
right
a
in the
torn
art.
over page.
It's up front and close and personal for you all to see.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
I like Simba.
Yeah, so this is a 7-cost inkable card with 5 strength and 5 willpower, and he quests for 3 lore.
And you, as the Illumineer, will be able to boost these cards. This one has a
Boost the
3.
Whispers. Yeah, he is a very strong king in the making. Ooh, look how pretty. Megara, she is our secret keeper. Very pretty. Look
She
at
keeps
this.
the secrets. She's a whisper.
The wisps and the flow of her. And then you'll see the details of the muses behind her here.
Oh, yeah.
Again, just those little details that
I
our
like
art
those
design
details.
team puts into this. She is a 3-cost inkable card with 3 strength and 4 willpower, and she quests for 1 lore.
She's so emeraldy.
She is very emeraldy. It's a very pretty card.
It is a very pretty card.
Yeah, Pauline is the artist and did an absolutely phenomenal job with her. So we had to use her in a lot of the packaging as well on our single player deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those eagle-eyed detectivators out there might have seen that.
We hope everyone is doing all the detectivating.
That is not a real classification, by
not
the
a
way, in Disney
classification.
Lorcana. I just want to make sure that's just how we're going to say it from now on. All right, sweet. Whisper.
Oh,
Almost flew right out of my hands.
I know, these whispers are getting out of hand here. Look at this beautiful Ariel. Oh my goodness. She is our ethereal voice. She is a 4-cost inkable with 3 strength, 4 willpower, and quest for 2 lore. If you look at all the details too, once you get this card, you can look closer at the lore book pages that are flying around her. You might see some other glimmers that are on there.
Ooh.
No, all these, again, attention to detail. We love it. Thank you,
I've
artist
seen
and
all
art
those-
team.
All those things right
Right?
here. I know,
Yeah,
right? That is
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, literally,
She
I could
does
just
have-
stare at this card for hours, and there's something new every time you look at it.
She does have a command and performance.
She does, and it fits. Oh, so do you.
No, it's terrible.
I think that's the first time I've heard you sing.
It's very bad. So that might be the last time you hear me sing.
First and last.
Well, I have another fun card to
Yes.
show you. So there are lots of amazing whispers that we've been showing, but here is one that is not a whisper.
Not a whisper. This is Hades. Look how cool
Hades.
he is. He's looking for a deal.
He's looking for a deal.
He's looking for a deal, and it's Hades. He always is looking for a deal. This is a 5-cost inkable with 3 strength, 4 willpower, and quest for 1 lore. And I don't know if you guys can see the detail of this card, but Cassandra is on our production team, and she made the character shiny because this is a legendary card. We've got that amazing security foil that's happening on all our legendary
There's the shine.
epic cards, as well as our enchanted and iconic. So again, these details, we know security and the effect that security foils can hopefully have in the community and in the market can hopefully be a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at the art on this one. You see a hint of the ink pools behind him. You see, is that a castle in the background? Is that a person in the back? We don't know.
There's so many fun details in the
lot
artwork.
of
We
fun
want you all
details.
to be detectives and figure that out. And because these are so many 2 amazing cards, you and I, when we were talking about Fabled coming out in the next chapter back in May, we talked about iconic cards and how we're going to be bringing those to Fabled. And of course, the Mickey and Minnie Iconics were a huge hit. Everybody was really excited. I loved watching the reactions of people opening packs and finding those iconic cards in there, those extremely rare ones. So
yeah, all the posts that we've been seeing, everyone showing off the iconic cards. We were at Destination D23, and someone had opened up the Mickey iconic card there.
no way.
And we're like, this is amazing. And we had the giant standee of the Mickey on the carousel with us. So we're like, can you please take a picture with the card with the bigger version behind you? And it was just an iconic moment.
it was an iconic moment in so many ways. And then we said that there would be iconic cards joining each of the sets of
Yes.
Disney Lorcana coming forward, and we are here to tell you that it's true.
Yes, it's here. It's finally true.
It is true. So we are going to show you two of them, and they are versions of cards you might have just seen. This is our
Yes, the first
Hades
one.
iconic. Look at that.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh no! Stop! Ryan Miller. Oh, Hades is looking good.
Yes. Oh, this card is looking so good. Look at this. Again, all the credit goes to our card art team as well as our artist, Shane Smith. The
Yeah.
3D hot stamps, the custom Lore Star foil board. For those who might not have heard or seen these in person yet, this is our new iconic rarity. It has, I just mentioned, the custom iconic Lore Star foil board that is only unique to Disney Lorcana. You see the hot stamp effects, and those are all hand-designed, hand-placed by Shane Smith and his team. Absolutely amazing.
I'm going to hand place our second iconic.
Ooh, that was very good.
Yeah.
Look at this
Oh,
Ariel. It's
that's
so
the Ariel.
pretty. Oh my gosh.
Ethereal voice.
Yeah, just when you think, again, we say this over and over again, but just when you think the creative team can't outdo themselves, they do. If you look at the details on this one as well, that 3D hot stamp effect, on the lore book pages, you'll see some different characters on there. So again, all these details
Gotta
that
look
come
into
through.
it. Yeah, we need you. We need you to be
Yes.
searching and finding all those things.
Yes, yeah. If you find this and take a look at those details and let us know who you think or who is on those lore book pages, yeah, we would love to
Make
get
sure
your
you
thoughts.
Tell Naomi.
Yes, please tell me personally.
Yeah.
Yes,
She
that
can
I would
be
appreciate
reached at
that very much.
555.
55555. How do you spell Lorcana numerically?
Do you even really know what 555
I
is
don't know.
anymore?
I
It's
have
like,
no
it's like
idea.
such a thing. Those are really, really cool and exciting, and I can't wait for folks to be able to find those in the packs of Whispers in the Well when it comes out on November 7th in game stores and November 14th everywhere else. But you and I, when we were talking about this set, again, back at Gen Con, we talked about some amazing characters that are going to be important in this set, including those who have the detective classification. We need detectives, not only you fans at home, but detectives.
Detective Glimmers to
Glimmers.
help us
Yes,
solve
thank
this
you.
mystery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we talked about some of those. Obviously, with Zootopia 2 coming out, there's Nick Wilde and
Judy Hopps, yes.
putting it all together.
Very good. Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah, right. It's almost like
It's almost like you know the
team thought about that
cards.
ahead
Yeah,
of time,
exactly.
right? They knew it. But we do have more detectives happening in this Whispers in the Well set, and we're going to show you one of them from the sensational.
6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The sensational six.
You said you would never sing again.
Hey, I did it.
Here we
I did
go.
it. I know.
We had
I'm
to
singing
for
my own
Daisy
songs.
Duck.
Daisy Duck is here.
You had to for Daisy. She needed that wonderful entrance.
That's true. Here she is. She's a paranormal investigator.
Yes, she is. She's another legendary card. And again, shout out to Cassandra. I don't know if
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys can
look at
see.
that.
She got
We
the
don't usually want the
gloss.
glare on there, but now
I
we
know,
want
now
it.
we want that glare. Look at that. She got that on this
Yeah.
mock-up. Like, thank you, Cassandra. Oh my gosh.
Rocking it out of the house.
But we have Daisy Duck, Paranormal Investigator here. She is a 6-cost inkable card with 4 strength, 6 willpower, and she quests for 2 lore. And
Yeah,
she
she
has
does.
shift 4, she support. She's got a lot of good things here. And then on the art as well, you'll see a lot of details. We won't spoil it all for you yet. We want you guys to detect what those details are.
Yeah, we
but
do.
there's something on her clipboard, and what is that? I don't know. I do know. But we would love for you to try to find out what those details are and piece that mystery together.
X marks the spot. That's what
Which
I see.
spot? Where is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Well, but you do know. So
I do know.
you can whisper it. If you whisper it, no one can hear.
Oh, are you sure?
No.
I won't fall for that trick.
Well, you'll see more of Daisy Duck as we talk more about different ways to earn versions of this card in a little bit later.
Yeah.
But she's looking pretty cool.
Yeah. She's very pretty.
All right. Those are some of the fun cards that are coming for the Whispers in the Well set. This is another fun card that we get, that we get to
the
show.
Whisper.
The Whisper.
The Whisper.
Robin
Look how cool this
Hood.
Robin Hood is.
It's Robin Hood, I say.
So you see the whisper lines of this Robin Hood whisper. It's very straight. It's very reminiscent of our steel shape language. So again, really nice details that our art team continues to put in all the artwork that we create.
I love shape language.
Shape language is amazing.
It's one of those things that, is 99% invisible, right? But we still kind of feel it when you are opening up the pack and seeing it. You're
Exactly.
like, oh, that's
and
a
if it's
steal.
not there, it doesn't feel right,
Doesn't
right?
feel right.
Yeah.
I know.
And
I love
again,
that.
not everyone might notice it, but it's there. And once you do understand like what it is, then you appreciate it that much more.
But now you will. Now
you
you're going to
will.
notice it because
Now
we're talking
everyone will
about
be
it.
tested on the shape language of steel.
It's true. So this Robin Hood has a different version out there.
He does. He does have an epic version in Whispers in the Well. We did introduce epic rarity in Fabled as well, and we've been loving all the responses to that. That one also has a cool security foil on it and a lot of great spot UV gloss details. So again, something to really help make it special and different so that you can add those to your decks or your collections.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fun
Yeah.
stuff.
And we didn't mention it earlier, but Simba that we shared earlier, that Whisper, he is an enchanted card.
We are so excited for all the fun things around Whispers in the Well, including all of the fun accessories you are able to get when Whispers in the Well comes out on November 7th in your local game store and November 14th everywhere else, including, like I said, these playmats that have been here this whole time.
I know. Do you see this? Look how beautiful.
Oh,
We have
Jasmine.
Jasmine, stealthy strategist here from Reign of Jafar. It's the enchanted art, so we had to make sure we highlight, we show off. Oh, it's so pretty.
So good. And then, of course, we have...
Brave Little Prince.
Oh,
Mickey
Mickey.
Mouse, Brave Little Prince. Oh, the art is just absolutely fabulous. So we were like, this is perfect for a playmat. This was the art from Fabled, and we're like, the iconic art got so much love. We're like, we got to show off the Mickey Brave Little Prince standard art as well.
I dig it. I dig it so much. And I just want to let you know, these are really great for your elbows when you're holding up cards. It really protects. So you can do that. You can
It
make
really
happen.
protects. I like it.
But you know what else is really cool? Some of the fun things that we've had on display behind us this whole time.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Lumineers Trove.
Let's talk about the trove. Here we go. Look at this beautiful art. You see the stonework and the ink in the stones. It's very good. Shout out to our packaging team.
Yes.
So pretty. We'll just
So,
show that off a little bit
UTS.
there.
These are the dividers
Key art.
that you can use. We'll put
Yeah,
them
I'll-
right here, maybe.
Got some familiar glimmers now that we've showed the card art off from. There's one in here that we didn't
Daisy.
show off. Here it is. Ooh, look at the Beast Whisper. That's so cool. Megara here.
Meg, oh, she slipped.
Oh,
That's
oh,
okay.
that's fine.
Demona.
And Demona. Oh,
look at that.
It's just all downhill from
Simba.
here. Simba.
We did not forget you.
We love this.
Yeah. And then, of course, there
Really
are
pretty.
boosters in here as
We
well,
have the
which look
Whispers in the Well
amazing.
booster packs.
What?
Yes. I'll let you show this to the
Ooh,
close-up camera.
close-up
We
on-
have, of course, our aerial glimmer or whisper glimmer as the lore counter. Beautiful.
Looks good. This is
and
awesome.
then these
these
are
dice.
exciting.
Oh.
These glow in the dark, guys. These are really great.
Wait, what?
Yeah, these glow in the dark.
They glow in the dark?
They glow in the dark.
No way.
Yeah, we wanted to fit the theme of the set with these dice, and so we thought glow in the dark is really great because if you see in the card art, the backgrounds are really dark so that the whispers can pop. They're the source of light. So
These dice will light your path through the whispers in the well, the inkwell caverns,
as you're detectivating.
as you're detectivating into this trove,
Love
which we
this.
love. Awesome. All right, and then of course we've got our booster packs.
Yes, our
And-
sleeve boosters.
Check out the packaging around these. Dun, dun, dun.
You can find those at big box stores and mass stores. Yes, Gaston.
Gaston.
And
Just do that one.
Daisy.
that.
No.
New one. Here we are.
Amazing.
Our sleeved boosters.
Yes,
and we also
our
have
single player decks. Oh, we might need to
You might
tilt.
have seen these already.
You will notice
But here
that
they are
these
in the
boxes
flesh.
have some nice foil effects. So
Yes, they do.
we're trying to get that shine on the camera here for
I'm
you
doing
guys.
this so you guys can just go ahead and zoom in on these cards anyway.
We know you're going to do it anyways. And that is the point. That's why we chose the cards on the side as we did.
We got
Look
Junie,
at that pretty foil.
Robin Hood, I say.
Robin Hood.
Good stuff.
Hey.
Check them out.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Really pretty, but really great product lineup, really great packaging design, really great everything. Just there's so much good things in the Inkwell Cavern.
Do you have some more fun stuff to talk about now?
Yes, maybe
right?
some properties
Some
that
new
we want to talk
ones
about.
that are coming to the
Yes.
Disney Lorcana
Yeah.
TCG. So, in the past, we have mentioned that a certain film from 1985 that
that's very
involves
impressive.
fantasy as well as a pot that is a
Never
certain
heard
color.
it referred to as a pot, but there we are. We
yeah.
have the Black Cauldron. For those who might not have heard, we have the Black Cauldron
That's
joining
right.
Whispers in the Well.
Yes. And so we have this item.
Title item here.
Yeah,
of course
we
we
gotta
had
have
to. But in this art, you see the amazing wisps of green coming out and breaking that frame. So again, our art team and our card art team just continue to find these ways to make something that might be just a standard item card, but how do we make it special? What are these little touches that we can do?
right.
And this is just a really pretty way of being able to do that.
So Black Cauldron is a fantastic film from that era. It brings back so much nostalgia for me.
Yes, yeah.
And I would love to be able to show off even more cards from this.
Yes, let's do
because
it.
one of the MacGuffins of the Black Cauldron is not just the item, but it is also a certain prophetic pig.
Ooh, we got Henwen here. Look at her, she's so cute. She's prophesizing.
She's prophesizing, looking into that pool in the Inkwell Caverns.
Yes, very good. Oh,
Right?
it's very nice. I
You
love
had
this
talked about
graphic.
that.
Yeah.
That might even be a sapphire pool there. What do you think?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, right? Because
yeah.
she is a sapphire. I love that,
Yeah.
right? And a theme both throughout the Black Cauldron film as well as here in Whispers in the Well is that Henwen can look into these pools and see the future.
Yes, yeah.
So
yeah.
not only is it in the plot of the Black Cauldron, but maybe it is actually occurring here in the plot of Disney
in the
Lorcana,
card.
TCG.
Exactly.
I know, right? She's a prophetic pig.
She's a prophetic pig, and she's a 2-cost inkable with 1 strength and 4 willpower, and she quests for 1 lore.
She does indeed.
Yeah, she does.
Awesome. You also love a couple other characters from the Black Cauldron.
I do. I love Princess Eilonwy. She is a very cool heroine. And then I love Gurgi with his munchings and crunchings.
It's so
He
cute.
eats apples. He loves snacks. That's relatable.
That's true.
I relate with that.
Yeah, who does not love a snack?
Yeah,
Right?
agreed,
Yeah.
agreed.
But there are, as I said, heroes and heroines in that film, but there
Yeah.
also is some pretty terrible villains.
There's a
There
very
it
terrible
is, right?
villain
So we've got
and
one to
a
show
terrifying villain.
Yes. Here is one of those.
Ooh, Horn King is here. I know a lot of people were asking since, we have our Disney villainous games and we have a Horn King in there and they're like, you're Ravensburger, so you guys are going to have Horn King, right?
Yeah.
Hey, here's Horn King.
Here.
He is the Horn King Heartless Devil.
Heartless
This
Devil.
is a 1-cost inkable with 2 strength and 2 willpower and quest for 1 lore. Totally going to be in every single deck, right?
Yeah, right,
As
exactly.
Is. This card, it's going to be in every
Yeah,
single deck. It's going to be
a
great.
common.
It's going to be
you
it's going to be
know,
the chase.
Everybody is going to
Chase
play
of the
this.
set for
Yeah,
sure.
Right, yeah. There's going to be no way to use this in
Yeah.
competitive deck
Yeah,
going
absolutely.
forward. Unless, of course,
We wouldn't do that to you guys.
you know.
Here it is. We have something that you can play on turn 2. It's absolutely insane. We
Turn
have
2.
Horn King, Wicked Ruler. He is a shift 2, guys. Shift 2. He is a 4-cost inkable otherwise, and he has 3 strength, 4 willpower, and quest for 2 lore. I'm very excited to see how people put these in their decks and how they build decks around maybe the Horn King.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And as you can see, the ability here, arise. Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand, then choose and discard a card. So, like the Black Cauldron item, many of the cards of the Black Cauldron have ways to return banished cards back into play. And so that is a very important theme.
Yeah, very thematic to that character where he's bringing, his army of the dead back to life. And, that very fits very well.
It really does.
Another great example of the game mechanics and the art and the narrative all tying together really well to make an absolutely phenomenal card.
Wicked Ruler.
The Wicked Ruler.
Awesome. All right. Well, we have also not just the Black Cauldron, a iconic 1980s animated film by Disney Studios, but we also have another fun property joining.
We do. Gargoyles is joining Disney Lorcana TCG. We did share that
Gargoyles?
before,
We
but
did.
we're going to share a little bit more today.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it. Stone
Yeah.
by day?
Stone by Day.
Right?
Yeah.
Warriors by night?
I love this.
They are
Yes, it
going to
was
be
part of my
joining.
childhood. It's so quintessential Disney Channel TV series.
So
Amazing.
fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved all the vocal talent in that. It's
Yes.
fantastic. So
Yeah.
we have amazing fans of that film here in the Ravensburger offices, and we wanted to tell a little bit of a story about how one card in particular was designed by the team from different aspects of bringing it all together. There's so many different departments
team
and skill sets
members,
and
yes,
disciplines that
yeah.
all come together to make even just a single card. And so we'd love to show you a little bit about the making of one card right about now. And you can play that video. Now. No, wait. Now.
We got to sing.
And now.
Levi Dodd. I am a senior game designer on Disney Lorcana. In game design, we know what characters are coming up into the next sets, so it's our job to best represent those characters in the gameplay. In Whispers in the Well, we knew we were going to introduce Gargoyles, so we had to ask ourselves, what is a gargoyle? What makes them special? What makes them unique? And how can we put that into the game? And the thing we talked about and decided was that gargoyles are asleep during the day and active during the night, and we needed to represent that in the cards. And there's one gargoyle in particular, Demona, who has a very important role in the story. So we knew we wanted to give her a unique and exciting ability. Our goal was that she would be the strongest gargoyle, able to defeat all the other gargoyles.
I'm Darla. I am the trading card game managing editor for Disney Lorcana.
And I'm Chris. I am the creative text manager for Disney Lorcana, and we're a part of the larger narrative team that works on Disney Lorcana. We're responsible for the overarching story of Disney Lorcana, as well as the individual themes and stories for each set.
In addition, for each card, we come up with the version name, which is how you tell which specific glimmer of the particular character the card represents, as well as ability names for the mechanics, and if the card has flavor text, then we come up with that too.
So when I learned that we were getting Gargoyles in Disney Lorcana, I was super excited. I have been a huge fan of that show ever since I was a young kid, really. I absolutely love it. So getting the chance to work with these characters has been probably the highlight of my career with this game.
And I wasn't as familiar with it, but on several people's recommendations, I went ahead and watched the show, and I completely understood what they were talking about because I'm booked.
When the game dev team came to us with this ability that stretched across all the Gargoyle cards, we want to call it Stone by Day because it applies directly to the Gargoyles themselves. It really was just an iconic line, Stone by Day, Warriors by Night, that comes from the intro of the show itself and ties directly into the characters narratively in terms of who they are.
I'm Edgar Pasten, and I'm the creative manager for Disney Lorcana. Whispers in the Well is unique artistically because we're exploring a previously abandoned portion of the Illuminary. We added new franchises to the set, including Gargoyles, and we used more dramatic lighting and color to emphasize the atmosphere. The assigned art director on this card, Mario, is a huge Gargoyles fan, and he knew exactly what elements needed to be included. We picked an amazing artist, Leonardo Gemmichel, for this card, and it was a lot of fun because he's also a super fan.
We needed to decide what day and night would be in Lorcana. What we landed on was, while you have 3 or more cards in your hand, it would be day. During the day, Gargoyles are stone, and they can't ready. But if you have 2 or less cards in your hand, it's night, and Gargoyles come to life and can ready. So, the way Demona interacts with the rest of the Gargoyles is through her special ability. When she's played, she exerts all opposing characters. Then, all players have to draw cards until they have 3 cards in their hand. This means it's now daytime, and opposing Gargoyle characters can't ready at the start of the next turn.
That first ability on Demona, Ad Saxum Commutate, comes directly from the show itself. It's from a season 2 episode called City of Stone, where she casts a spell that turns humans into stone by night, and it's a direct contrast to the ability Stone by Day that's below on the card as well. All the spells in the show are done actually in Latin, and so we were able to find the text that is in Latin itself that basically means to turn to stone, and put that into the card and give it this kind of extra narrative reach that you wouldn't normally expect to see in a card like that.
And usually we would try to put flavor text on the card or try to bring that out. It might be a character quote or a line from one of the songs. We don't have room here, so we really want the ability names to serve that creative purpose. Ultimately, text and narrative is really what ties everything together, from the game design to the art to the story.
When we start working on these cards, we don't have the final art. So when you actually get to see it, it's absolutely amazing. They absolutely captured Demona's character perfectly, just with the pose and the Grimorum Arcanorum and everything that is Demona herself. And then you add in the background elements, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
No matter what franchise we work on, there's always a super fan in the office to rely on, and through their enthusiasm, we end up becoming super fans ourselves. And when we work together and we have that synergy, you get a card like this. And we're all incredibly proud to be part of it.
Oh my God, that was so great to see all of the work that goes into creating that Demona card. Really cool. I'm excited to talk with you, Lucas Litzinger, about the design of not only that card, but so many other cool things about Whispers in the Well. Welcome. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
So first, before we get into Gargoyles, what do you do here at Ravensburger? What is your job? What is your passion?
Yeah, well, my passion is designing cards. So I'm the game design manager here, and so at Ravensburger, and so I get to get my hands dirty by making a lot of cards.
Sweet. We do have the actual card here, Demona, Scourge of the Wyvern Clan. We got to hear a little bit about that, but I want to hear from you. What is exciting about this card for you?
Oh man, this card is very exciting. So it is a legendary card. So you expect to see a little bit of extra spice on a card like this, but a lot going on with this card. So the come into play ability is when you play this character, exert all opposing characters. I mean, that in and of itself.
Right? Especially late game,
really
which you'll
exciting.
be playing this at Sync Sync.
Absolutely. And so that's really cool. And then it continues.
It just
Each
gets
player, it just gets better. Each player with fewer than 3 cards in their hand draws until they have 3. Now, 3 is kind of the magic number when it comes to Gargoyles, because at 3 cards, your Stone by Day ability activates, and it means they can't ready. They want to have fewer than 3 cards. But it does mean that most of the time you're running low on cards when you're running Gargoyles. So if you play Demona in the Gargoyle deck and you're low on cards, you get to rejuvenate your hand. You get to go back to 3. Drawing 3 cards for 1 card, that's incredible power right there.
That is.
So, like, that's huge. And then she does have Stone by Day herself. So, you draw 3 cards, you might want to find a way to play one of those cards. Now, it might be difficult that turn, so you might be willing to take a turn off by having your Stone by Day activate. You draw to 3, you just sit there for a turn, and then you ready. But I will say, like, this is one of the most exciting cards in the Gargoyle deck.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited to see what people do with it. I don't even think it'll only go into the Gargoyle deck. I think people will play it at other decks as well, because
Card advantage is huge.
You find yourself with a small amount of cards in hand all the time, regardless of whether or not you're going with Stone by Day characters.
Again, especially by turn 6 when you'd be playing this.
Right.
Right. You would. That's not
exactly. That's late in the game,
Yeah.
so you might have played out a bunch of cards, and you might be looking to refill your hand.
That's the great way to do it. Yeah. But then if you are playing against someone who has Gargoyles on their board, this is also a great card to play, because then they can't be ready for the next turn.
That is true. It kind of turns off their Gargoyles as well.
Right. So you may not be able to ready on your turn, but they won't either.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yep. And if they're not playing Gargoyles, they might just have more cards in hand than you anyway. And so they're not going to draw up to 3 at all.
Right.
And then you're the only one drawing cards, which that's a great place to be. If you're the only one drawing cards, you're doing something
That's a
right.
really good advantage, right? So if you have no cards in your hand after playing this and they have 3 already,
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to them. You're getting the advantage.
You're
They're not
getting
getting
3.
anything. Boom. All right. I like it. So many different ways to play that
There's
card.
a ton of cards.
Yeah, I love that.
Ton of ways to play this card, and a ton of cards in your hand is always a good thing. So this can get you up to 3.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned Stone by Day, which is on all of the Gargoyle cards.
Most of the Gargoyle
With
cards.
that, is that true?
Not all of them.
That's interesting.
Not all of them.
right. Well, I'd like to show some of the Gargoyle classification cards that do have that.
Yeah,
do you think
let's
we should?
do it.
I mean, people want to see it.
They want to see it?
They want to see it. I think they do.
I think
All
they
right.
want to see it.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go with Bronx. I don't know why my hand is above my microphone, but we're doing it that way. Bronx.
Ferocious Beast. So this is a 3-cost inkable character with 6 strength, 4 willpower, has the reckless keyword, so he can't quest and must challenge each turn if able. That means there is 0 lore on this card, because why do you need lore? You can't quest.
Right? That makes sense. Bronx, was all the brawn.
Not interested. Yeah, brawn for the Bronx. I like it.
Yeah, I love that.
And then here's that Stone by Day ability. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, this character can't ready. So you do want to manage your hand.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're able to ready him each turn. But, one interesting thing is that all characters come into play ready. So even if you do find yourself with a lot of cards in hand, you still play them. You still get to use them next turn. You get to swing with that 6 strength. That's pretty good. 6 strength, 4 willpower for 3. For 3 ink, that is not too shabby right there. So yeah, he definitely brings the brawn. He is a beast.
A ferocious beast, if I may. Yeah, that's great. I think that's really cool, and that's why the stats are so high. Is because
right, you get a little bit of extra. Stone by Day, it's something that you have to manage, but if you manage it correctly, you're going to get a lot of power.
I love that. Right, and you can manage it by maybe having a couple other gargoyles in your deck, including. let's say maybe the main character of Gargoyles, one of the main characters.
One of them, yeah, absolutely.
Goliath.
Man, so this card, Guardian of Castle Wyvern, 4 cost inkable, 5 strength, 5 willpower, 1 lore. The first ability is Be Careful, all of you. Whenever one of your Gargoyle characters challenges another character, gain 1 lore. The second ability is Stone by Day. But that first ability, oh my goodness, like that is incredibly powerful. Even going back to the Demona, that first line of text.
Yeah.
Whenever you play or exert all of your opponent's
you
characters,
can challenge all of them.
Yeah, you can challenge them all. And so if you have Gargoyles to challenge them, like you're going to be gaining lots of lore. So instead of questing, you can challenge and move the game toward completion and victory. So this is really exciting. And one other thing to note about Goliath here is that even if you can't ready him because of his Stone by Day ability, his first ability is always active. So you can always get value out of him if you have other Gargoyles that are ready that you did play that you can challenge with.
Keep in mind, Gargoyle means the classification Gargoyle. That must be in that line there, not just ones from
that is true.
That property.
It is not just from the Gargoyle property. It does have to have the classification Gargoyle. So he has 3 classifications, Storyborn, Hero, and Gargoyle, and that last one is the one you are looking at for this ability.
That's awesome. All right, that makes sense. Well, we do have one more from this property that we wanted to share you, and it does not have that Gargoyle.
Yep. This is Elisa Maza, Intrepid Investigator, 3 cost, uninkable, 4 strength, 3 willpower, 1 lore. No Gargoyle classification, so it won't trigger the Goliath, but it does have special detail. While you have 2 or more other characters in play with 5 strength or more, this character gets +2 lore. And I wonder if all of the cards that we've seen so far have 5 or more strength. Let's see.
I was going to say, let's roll the tape back. Yes, they all do.
They do. Mm-hmm.
Every single one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder how that
Demona.
happened. Including Demona. 5 strength Demona, 6 strength Bronx, 5 strength Goliath. Yep.
It's almost as if the designers thought about that when writing this card.
Maybe.
Right? She
who
works
knows?
well
Who
with the
knows?
Gargoyles.
We might have just picked 5 strength out of a hat. That's possible. Just,
I love also that she's got the detective keyword here. Going to be very important.
That's
as
true.
Well.
That's true. Even though there is no Gargoyle classification, there is a different classification, which you called out detective, which will come in handy in Whispers in the Well. You will see a lot of detective synergies in this set.
And here she is in this art. She's searching. She's looking. She's trying to find things. She's got a lore book page in her hand.
Yeah, I mean, the flavor text says, now you can let me look the place over, or I can come back with a warrant and a lot more cops. Your call. So she is on the case. She's ready to solve this mystery of the torn lore book pages.
It's almost like she's an intrepid investigator here.
Almost. Yeah, almost.
I'm loving it. Also, the red jacket is pretty hot.
Pretty iconic. Yeah, the red jacket is iconic. And also, it's a Ruby card.
It's a Ruby card.
Ruby for Ruby. That kind of works as
well.
well.
I like it. All right, good stuff. Awesome. Well, that is a little taste of the fun Gargoyle cards that are in Whispers in the Well. Not all of them. There's going to be more and more reveals that we'll be showing you over the course of the next few days on social media as well as on our Discord channel. But we do want to talk a little bit more about the Whispers and the boost mechanic that are happening throughout the Whispers in the Well set, the Whispers. Whispers. What better way to talk about that, though, than by actually showing off another one of those Whispers for you.
We got another spoiler? All right, let's do it.
Here we go.
Wow, Jasmine, Soothing Princess. Okay, first off, the frame. I mean, the Whisper frame is incredible. It's so cool looking.
Popping off of the lore book page there as we are holding it.
Man, amazing work there by Shane and team. But Jasmine, Soothing Princess, 4 cost, inkable, 2 strength, 5 willpower, with 2 lore, has boost to ink. And boost to ink means once during your turn, you may pay 2 ink to put the top card of your deck face down under this character. So you literally take the top card, you don't look at it. Yep.
Right? That's
you
important.
don't look at it. Yep. You don't know what it is. You put it underneath. So you're just using it as a card to track. And you're like, why would I want to do that? Well, let's read on. Uplifting Aura. Whenever this character quests, if there's a card under her, remove up to 3 damage from each of your characters.
Wow, that's a lot of healing.
That is a lot of healing. And so this is a very powerful boost ability. It's an ability that you wouldn't normally see on a card at uncommon. Like, this is an incredibly powerful line of text, but we can put it at uncommon because you don't have it when the card first comes out.
Oh, that
Like
makes
it's
sense.
not always on.
Right.
And so you have to be able to figure out, when can I pay 2 ink? When can I sequence my turn to pay 2 ink in order to turn Jasmine on? And that's the cool thing about Boost, is it gives you a lot of choices. It gives you a lot of flexibility. And, you know, if you don't have any damaged characters, maybe you just wait. Maybe you don't pay the 2 ink to turn her on. And, you know, you might not want to do it until a couple of turns down the road.
Right. But what I like about this is that it's healing happens whenever you quest, if there's something underneath it. So once you boost it, you can heal
that's
that
it.
much each turn.
Each turn. Yeah, you only need to boost this card 1 time. Some cards you want to boost multiple times.
Yeah.
This one, you only need to boost 1 time. You can continue to boost it, but you don't really need to, because her ability works provided there's at least 1 card underneath her.
That makes sense. And boost works differently for different characters that we've shown. Sometimes it is in this way, where if it's boosted or if it has a card underneath it, it has that effect. And sometimes it's when you boost. And so we'll get to some of those.
Yeah, and I think we'll
right
see
about
some of those as well.
Yeah. One of the cool things about that card that we just showed is that it is a promo card for us. It is a seasonal promo that we'll be using out there in various ways. We'll get more information about how that will happen.
And I think we have some other promos to show off as well.
We do indeed. We do indeed. Yeah. Scar Eerily Prepared, which is our buy a box promo card.
So here's a slightly different template for how to use boosts. So Scar Eerily Prepared is a 5-cost uninkable, 6 strength, 5 willpower, 2 lore character with boost 2, similar to the Jasmine, boost 2. But instead of just being turned on when you put a card underneath, this one says survival of the fittest. Whenever you put a card underneath this character, chosen opposing character gets -5 strength this turn. So Scar is a card where you can choose to kind of use it every turn in order to get his benefit.
Yeah.
And you have to decide, is it worth using? Is it worth using that ink for something else? But you can even use this on the turn he comes in and give something -5 strength. So if you have 7 ink lying around, you play Scar for 5, you pay 2 more, something is -5, maybe you challenge into it, bada bing, bada boom, you're done. You know, like that character is off the board probably. They probably don't have more than 5. Well, unless they're Bronx, then they have
That's true.
then they have 1 strength left, so they're going to deal 1 damage back to you. But most of the time, they're just going to get removed from the board. You're not even going to take any damage.
With no negative to you, right?
No
With a
negative to you.
-5.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I love that. And I love that there's the versatility, again, in how you can use that boost necessarily. So that's pretty cool. And you get this promo card anytime you buy a booster box through your local game store. So that is the best way to get that. But of course, a standard version of this card is available in the set in Whispers in the Well. Another card that you could potentially get is Elsa Exploring the Unknown.
Oh man, so this is one of my favorite cards in the set. I mean, the art is incredible. Obviously, anytime you have an Elsa character, it's really exciting to see that. But 3-cost inkable, 1 strength, 3 willpower, 1 lore, which, you know, that's fine. Seems pretty innocuous. And then you get to the ability, when you play this character, you may draw a card. Very short, simple line of text, but incredibly powerful. We haven't really seen this effect on a card of this ink cost in quite a while. Really, honestly, since like set 1 and the Maleficent in set 1.
Yeah, so you get the benefit of bringing a glimmer into your thing, but you get that card advantage.
You get
as
that
well,
card right back.
It'll have
It gives you a rebate.
a lot of useful.
Play a card, get a
usefulness,
card.
especially for those of you who like to play Amethyst. It'll be seen quite a bit. This card is also in Whispers in the Well on its own, but you will be able to get this card through game stores.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Go to your local game store. Buy Lorcana.
Speaking of which, we've got some weekly play promos that we wanted to let you know about. These are available for all the weekly play that you do in store. So if you go in there week after week, this is a way to earn this card. So we encourage you to sign up through Ravensburger Play Hub and get your local game store so that you can get your hand on these promo cards. First off, we want to talk about Zeus missing his spark, a steel card.
Yeah, so we've moved out of Sapphire. We're into Steel. 3-cost, inkable, 2 strength, 3 willpower with 2 lore. Boost 2 ink again. You will see a lot of 2 ink boost costs because it allows us to put powerful effects on the cards and also make the decision hard whether or not you want to do it each turn. But if you do pay the 2 ink, I need more Thunderbolts. Well, there's a card under this character. He gets +2 strength and +2 willpower. Wow. I mean, the flexibility of being able to buff him on a future turn or even the turn he comes into play if you happen to have 5 ink around is huge. Very, very strong. And also, like, just the decision, like the decisions this gives you. Do you want to play a card from your hand? Do you want to play a cheaper card from your hand and boost Zeus? Like, you're always going to have that decision once you play this card onto the table. And that makes the game very interesting. If your opponent decides to play over the top and put a more powerful character out on the board, and your 2 strength and 3 willpower is looking a little bit weak, you can just pay 2, and now you have 4 strength and 5 willpower, and maybe you're going back over the top of their character. So that's really neat.
I like that. Right? And it's a great card in the set. And here's a way to earn it through weekly play. But also we have a location, the Great Illuminary Abandoned Laboratory, which to me is a little, I mean, obviously the mechanics of this are super cool, which I want to talk to you about. But I like the story behind this one.
Yeah, the story behind this is really cool. I mean, we can start with the flavor text on this. It says, remember, we're looking for clues to who tore up the lore book pages. Like
all of these lore book pages that we're seeing.
Yeah, and Elisa Maza back on the case. We saw her earlier, but that's kind of the mystery of the set is like, what's going on with these lore book pages? Who tore them up? How do we help the Whispers? Well, one way is to pay ink and boost them.
And to boost them and get them up
right.
their
But
full
another
stature.
way, another way is to, collect all the lore book pages, maybe bring them to the Great Illuminary and the Abandoned Laboratory. Maybe there's some answers there.
Yeah.
But the card itself is fun too because 2 costs, 1 move, 3 willpower, 1 lore. So you get a lore every turn. It stays in play. And Startling Discovery says characters gain exert, draw a card while here. So every character can just exert to draw a card, provided it's dry, once it's at the Great Illuminary.
Yeah, super useful. A lot of ways to get card and card advantage in here. Again, kind of going against how the Gargoyles cards work. So having more cards in your hand is actually a disadvantage to some decks out there. So I like that push and pull.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of push and pull. And honestly, you could even put this in a Gargoyle deck and decide, you want to go down to 0 by playing a bunch of cheaper cards. You can draw back up with those cheaper cards if they're characters.
Can't wait to see people doing that. So we talked a little bit about Daisy Duck Paranormal Investigator already being in this set, but happy to reveal this is also our set championship card. So participation, you'll be able to get this version as well as our set champion getting a foil version of. We didn't talk in too much detail about the mechanics around Paranormal Investigator. So if you wanted to talk a little bit, we can.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, this is an exciting card. Like, this is the first time we've ever actually done a card with this line of text. So the ability is Strange Happenings. While this character is exerted, cards enter opponent's inkwells exerted, which means that if you're used to just playing on turn 4 a card that has an ink cost of 4, and then maybe they happen to shift Daisy Duck before you got that turn, you might not be inking and playing the card that you thought. So like this can really disrupt the opponent. And if you're playing multiplayer, multiple opponents once this card comes down. So very exciting line of text that we're interested to see how it plays out and how it's used.
I love that. Thanks so much, Lucas, for talking through all of these fun ways that these cards will interact with each other here in this new story arc of Whispers in the Well. I'm really excited for not only where this set goes, but where we go next. And I can't wait to bring on Naomi to talk a little bit about that. Maybe we'll see you giving a little bit more information about Winterspell coming up.
I might be interested in talking a bit about Winterspell as well.
I want to hear it.
All right,
awesome. Well, thanks so much, Lucas. We'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back, Naomi.
Thank you very much.
I'm so glad we got to do all that amazing stuff with Lucas. He got to tell us all about the mechanics and what Boost is all about. That was super fun.
Yeah. We're excited to hear what the players think about that too. So please share your feelings and share your feedback, and we'd love to hear more.
But we're not here to just talk about Whispers in the Well, though, even though we've been talking a lot about it.
There's a lot of Whispers.
There's a lot more to come in the next few weeks, but there's even more fun, exciting things happening with Disney Lorcana, including a set that we have hinted at already.
Yeah, we gave a sneak peek to this at Gen Con, but we're going to talk more about Winterspell.
That's right. We're going to have flurries of fun. Check it out. Look at this marketing art.
Look at the Stitch and Angel. It's so good. Stitch is snowboarding. It's really great.
I love it. I know, right?
He's not surfing anymore. It's snowboarding.
It's snowboarding, right?
Yeah, you have to improvise.
It feels thematic, right?
Yeah.
And there's so many fun, interesting characters coming in here. And one thing we do want to make sure everyone know about is because it's in the winter, it's coming in Q1 2026, but there's more details. It's not just Q1.
It's not just Q1. We have real release dates. Do you want to take that, Greg?
Sure, absolutely. It is on February 13th. You will be able to enjoy the pre-release at your local game store. So sign up for your Ravensburger Play Hub store. Make sure that they have all the pre-release information they have for February 13th. And then everywhere on February 20th. You'll be able to get Winterspell boosters and crack these open and enjoy some really fun cards.
Lots
if you
of
want to
flurries
check
of
out
fun.
flurries of fun throughout all of those when
Yes.
you're popping them open.
Yeah.
If you want to go check out what that booster packs will look like and what the booster boxes look like, you can go to the Disney Lorcana website, DisneyLorcana.com. Check out the product page for Winterspell.
Yes.
We'll have all of the images of what those packaging will
Beautiful
look
product
like.
reveals.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, shout
So-
out to Sophia Shimamura and the packaging team for an amazing job. This artwork and the packaging design, phenomenal for this particular set. Again, they've done amazing things, but this one, amazing.
When they were designing it, they were having flurries of fun.
They were having
And it
flurries
just
of
has
fun.
continued to have flurries of fun
Yeah.
that you will hopefully have this winter. So look out for Winterspell when that happens. So there are not only going to be talking about release dates, we also have some fun cards to show you off from Winterspell. So we're going to bring back on Lucas Litzinger real quick to talk a little bit about some of those fun cards. Lucas, I can't believe you're back. You just appeared. It's amazing.
It is. It's almost like movie magic or something.
It's great. We're here to talk about Winterspell because it's really cool that you got to be the lead designer on this one.
Yeah, this was the first set that I was the lead designer on, so it is near and dear to my heart. So I'm so excited to be here with you and all of you today to talk about some Winterspell cards.
Excellent. All right, well, let's get right to it. Darkwing Duck is in this set. We have Dashing Gadgeteer.
Yes, so Dashing Gadgeteer is a 4-cost, uninkable, 3 strength, 5 willpower, 1 lore card. The ability is whenever this character quests, you may put a card, an item card, from your discard on the bottom of your deck. And if you do, you may play an item with cost 5 or less from your discard for free.
Oh, that's good.
That is pretty good. And you know, Darkwing Duck uses a lot of gadgets, and we have a lot of gadgets for him in this set. So that's kind of a theme that you'll see that we develop. And a lot of those gadgets actually have a way to banish themselves on the card itself.
Ooh, cool. So I can't wait for items to come be a big part of Winterspell, especially with that synergy. But we also have Launchpad joining this set. One of my favorite characters, both from DuckTales and Darkwing Duck.
That's right. In both of the series, this is a 2-cost, uninkable, 2 strength, 3 willpower, 1 lore character with the ability, What Did You Need? It is an exert ability that says draw a card, then choose and discard a card unless you have a character named Darkwing Duck in play. So once you have that
All
Darkwing
right.
Duck in play, it's just exert, draw a card
That's great.
for 2 cost. Like, this is a fantastic card if you have Darkwing Duck.
If you have Darkwing Duck in play, which
In play.
is not always easy.
Right, exactly. I mean, every sidekick needs their hero.
That's true. That's true. And this is,
You need
it
their hero.
stays true here in Winterspell. Well, we all have those two properties, but as you can see in the artwork, Angel and Stitch are both in this set. And we have Angel, Siren Singer.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite cards. I mean, Angel is just a fantastic character to begin with. Really fun and exciting to see other variants, other aliens, Stitch variants out there.
Experiments even.
Experiments even, exactly. 2-cost, inkable, 2 strength, 2 willpower, 1 lore character with Singer 3 and the underdog ability. And this is a really exciting ability. It says if it is your first turn and you're not the first player, so basically if you're going second or third or fourth, if you're playing a multiplayer game, you pay 1 less ink to play this character. So instead of paying 2, you pay 1, which, you know, does kind of turn the game on its head a little bit.
It really does.
It makes a big difference. It might not seem like it makes a big difference, but it makes a big difference getting
That
down
mana
a
curve.
2
Right, and with a
character
Singer
on
3,
1.
you could be getting Singer 3 for 1 cost, but apparently.
Absolutely. Yep.
Potentially.
So Underdog is really exciting. I'm super pumped to get it out there and see how players respond to it.
Awesome. And then what can you tell us about Stitch, Carefree Snowboarder?
Yeah, you might remember a Carefree Surfer all the way back in set 1. So this was kind of our callback to that card. And this card has a similar ability, but we put a little bit of a twist on it. So it is 5-cost inkable, 4 strength, 5 willpower, 2 lore, and it is bring your friends. Whenever this character quests, if you have 2 or more characters in play, you may draw a card. So you can look at Carefree Surfer and see how it inspired Carefree Snowboarder.
I like that, right? And keeping with the theme of having flurries of fun throughout Winterspell as a wintry landscape has overtaken the realm of Lorcana. Well, thank you so much for giving us the lowdown on what's happening here, and we'll be talking with you more next year in 2026 when this set comes out.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Oh my gosh, those were such great cards
so
that Lucas
good.
was able to show us, right? Like the
Yes.
Darkwing Duck, Launchpad. I love Launchpad.
Yes, Launchpad is awesome. And we finally have Angel. She's so pretty. We've been wanting Angel for a long time, so I'm so happy that she's finally in Disney Lorcana. And, you know, she's an experiment, and so a lot of people have been talking.
Whoa!
Where did you come from?
Were you there the whole time?
I was in the cavern.
Oh, you were.
Wait, we're in the
spelunking.
caverns.
I found this card, and well, at first I thought, okay, it's a pretty cool card from set 10. But look at the vision. Look
What-
at
what's
there's like
going
a
on here?
vine
Whoa!
in there.
All right, well, let's
There's
show
a
this so
vine and
everybody can see.
and a
Whoa.
creepy face.
That's
creepy face
That's
is
Taryn.
Taryn, Ryan.
That's the assistant pit
All right, but
keeper.
don't tell her I said that. But the other thing, the vine. That's weird, right? This is
Yeah.
set 10. What does the vine have to do with set 10? I don't understand. Did we get something wrong in the art? I don't think that's right.
No, that's not.
would-
I
that
know what.
wouldn't-
Wait, this might have.
I think we know what's going on here.
Right.
What?
I'm pretty sure you know, but I think it's time to share with everybody. Wild Unknown is here, guys.
Wilds Unknown is coming
Oh,
Q2
the vine.
2026.
Vine. Do you see the vine in the key art
Yeah,
and then the
I
vine
get
that's
it
here?
now.
So
Right?
set 10, you got the connection though.
No,
set
I
10,
was-
but we were already
yeah.
hinting to set 12.
Yeah.
Buzz and
Wild
Woody.
Unknown.
Buzz and Woody are going to be joining
Yes,
not only Buzz and Woody,
finally.
but lots of other Pixar characters, including maybe one that is depicted right here on my shirt, which is why I've been wearing this whole
It's
time.
like you knew what was coming, Greg.
Sid might be there.
Oh,
I'm not.
Sid.
He's one of my favorite characters. I don't know about you guys.
Oh.
Not for any
we
reason
should
that
talk
you think,
about
but
this. We
yeah.
should talk about this, Ryan.
Well, we can't wait.
I have questions.
Yeah. Check out for that because Wilds Unknown, like we said, is coming Q2 2026. There is such a fun information that we can tell you about it, including the fact that all three of us have to stick together.
Yeah, we're all sticking together here. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna stick together. Glimmers are gonna have to traverse together through treacherous terrain to get back home throughout all of the Wilds Unknown, right? So make sure your batteries are fully charged. Do you guys charge your batteries?
I think so.
Okay, well, make sure they're charged
not
because
sure.
we're going to need them for this incredible adventure coming Q2 2026, Wilds Unknown.
Exciting stuff.
All right.
See you guys later.
Well, I think that's it. I think we're all done here.
Wait. Oh, you're back. Okay, so we actually have one more thing, and it's kind of a big deal.
What
so
is it?
I wanted to make sure that we didn't forget
Wait,
about
no,
it.
we covered it all. We did Whispers in the Well, we
Wait,
did
wait,
Glimmers,
what did
we
you
did
say?
Detectives.
There's something that we need to share, and it's kind of a big deal, guys.
I know, big deal.
It's a really
What's the
big
big
deal.
deal?
It's a really big deal.
There it is.
It's Paname from Turning Red.
I can't believe it.
And a
Yes.
Flip phones are
What is
coming
that?
back.
What is a flip phone?
I'll tell you later.
Turning red. We're all turning red right now. Coming Q3 2026. It is going to be exciting. So many more Pixar properties are going to be
Yes.
joining
Disney
Disney Lorcana,
Lorcana.
TCG, and we just can't wait. So wanted to make sure you got all that information. Okay, now that's it. I think that's now we've covered everything,
Are we
right?
good?
See you later.
Okay.
All right.
Have
Thanks,
fun.
Ryan. Thanks for being here.
See ya.
Bye. Thank you all for being here and tuning in. We're going to throw it back to all of our fun friends happening in the Disney Lorcana Ravensburger offices right now.